What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm planning to make a lot more tutorial videos, make a lot of type beat videos, and especially if you like, like Dodge popular club music, reggaeton, those type of tracks, definitely subscribe because I will be making a lot more of those, and also, trying to show you how to make them for yourself. So I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by summer, so in a few months. So I'm definitely gonna be pumping out a lot of videos to make that happen. But if you guys could support me, I would appreciate it a lot. And I'm considering doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. So stay tuned for all of that. And let's get into the track. So this is the track that I uploaded yesterday, and it's kind of like a Bizzey, Kraantje, Pappie, Young Felix, remix, however you pronounce it, that type of beat. And it all started with this loop that I found on Splice. Very cool loop. I had to freeze it, unfortunately, because my CPU wouldn't be able to handle it otherwise. Because I have a bunch of EQs. It's not too interesting. It's basically some distortion, reverb, EQ, delay. The main thing you have to note is that I took out a lot of highs because the kind of my favorite instrument in this track is the vocal one shot. And as you can kind of tell, that sounds a bit sharper and kind of more in the higher register. And I purposely, try to keep the saxophone loop kind of dark and more in the lower kind of EQ bands, and then the vocal more push in the higher because they were overlapping quite a lot. So so this is how they sound together. So both have reverb and delay on them. Especially this. Let's see, I can show it to you dry. Try to take off as much processing as possible. So as you can see now, if I play this, as expected, it sounds very dry. So I added some stereo to it. I think this plugin by Infected Mushroom Manipulator has one of the best stereos that I've heard. I really like it. OTT basically is over the top compression, I'm pretty sure what it stands for. And it basically just adds more of like a bite, like more spark, it basically adds kind of like, to me, what a saturator does, but it's kind of a unique sound. Like, it just makes things more present in the mix. Basically, it makes it stand out a little bit more. And I think unless you're wearing headphones, you can't really hear the difference, but it's definitely there. Just adds a little bit. Saturator does a similar thing. Decapitator, just adding harmonics, making it a little fatter. Reverb, more delay. Very nice delay, in my opinion. And then these frequencies were annoying me a little bit, so I kind of reduced them. And that's kind of how I made them sound nicely together. Basically through EQing. Mainly, I basically just EQ'd this one, and then kind of had this one give this one more presence. And the other interesting thing I did is, instead of figuring out what skill my project was in, I actually by hand figured out which, these all represent notes that fit with the saxophone loop. So I was playing all the notes of the vocal, and then I was like, okay, this one fits, so I'll add it to this scale. Just for me, sometimes that's a quicker way to figure out, which notes sound good. And it's very similar. So it's pretty much the same processing, but it's just pitched one octave up. Okay. What else we got? We got a sound effect right here. I think that's actually Bizzey's voice. Oh, my bad. I think that's actually Bizzey's voice. I have a bunch more effects for that. These are actually really important. These fills that I got. Here, let's do these. You can hear they have reverb on them. These are actually, to me, very important because it gives this extra, movement to the track that wouldn't be there otherwise. So add the kick. And then the snares. So the kick is very simple kick. Nothing too much to say about that. I just added a top kick, so kind of to give it more presence as well in the mix. The 808, as you can hear. I also had to, basically there's just a bunch of distortion on here too. So, let's see. These snares, actually, to me, the snares are very important. So this is just a snare I got from some drum pack, some sample pack, some drum kit. I don't really remember where it was from, but you can probably find it in one of my downloads of my previous videos and tutorials. If not, please let me know and I'll link it down because to me it's like one of my most used snares. Wait. And honestly, this snare with the classic rhythm, doesn't really matter what you do, what else you do, but it will sound like a Bizzey track or Yung Felix track, I think I add another snare. Yeah, just for a little bit more. Basically what I always try to do is give each sound kind of its own pocket in the mix, but also give it like a unique sort of presence as well, so that none of the important sounds get lost, especially the drums, for me should always be kind of the loudest and most important part in the mix. So definitely make sure that those kind of shine. And the main way I do that is through volume, but also, as you can see, I add a little bit of reverb to them, and I just layer snares, that sound well together. I think that's very important. And then let's see. Yeah, just add some reverb to these hats, and then the air horn. Fun sound. But basically what I'm trying to show is that, this track is not very complicated at all. It's a very simple track, but it mainly consisted of, if I take the vocals away, it mainly consisted of just finding a catchy loop and then adding some good drums to it. And that on its own could have been a track, but I just decided it needed one more thing, which was this vocal. Vocal one-shots, honestly, I use it in most of my tracks nowadays, or I try to at least, because It's honestly such a unique thing that is really hard to copy for other producers. So it's just something really unique. So yeah, and that's kind of it. Maybe, I mean, I can't show you the 808 pattern. Look how simple this pattern is. It's just 4 notes playing. 2 notes are the same. It's a very simple pattern. I think the main thing with this is just finding something that's simple but catchy, right? And it's mainly, it's usually the melody just has to be catchy. Just add kind of, reggaeton sounding snares to it, and yeah, add a kick drum and maybe some hi-hats if you want, and that's it. You got a track. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more like this, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be uploading similar videos, both type beats but also tutorials, and please, if you have any requests, put them in the comments, and I'll consider, either remaking them or, I always want to hear what you guys want to see next, So, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and catch you in the next one.